Hello, hello, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Lake Laogai server. How are you doing today? I am doing fantastically, thank you. I have a surprise day off. But it's a surprise for me anyway. Everybody else knew apparently, but yeah. We are here up at the top of the gold farm. I logged in about... Well, no, I didn't log in. I've been logged in for a little while. I AFK'd overnight here to kind of check what the drops were. When I came back on the server, I'd been sitting in this minecart. It had despawned, I guess. And so I was actually down at the bottom. So this farm hasn't been running at full capacity for I don't know how long. But we're going to pop down and just check the drops. Magenta floor, here it comes. This one. Lovely. Right. Check for skeletons and spiders. For some unknown reason, they've been spawning on the hoppers. I didn't think they did that, but meh. Listen to the sound of that lovely piggy death. Right, let's have a little look. Not bad. Not bad at all. And over on this side, not bad. So that's nearly 1, 2, 3 stacks of ingots there. And just over 3 stacks of ingots there. From the AFK sessions that I've done before this, we've got all of that, which isn't bad at all. It's not the fastest farm in the world. My old design was faster, but this is a lot kinder to the server. A lot kinder. So I'm chuffed with it. Really chuffed. It means we've got a decent supply of gold now, which is always nice. Managed to get myself a beacon base easily, which is kind of what I wanted it for. So that is all good. A couple of things we're doing in today's episode. One of which is starting work on Crock 17's request in the landscaping shop, so that should be good fun. I also desperately want to kind of get going on the base, because I've been on here for 5 weeks now, and I kind of feel like I've neglected it, although we do have this thing, so that's something. So we're going to be doing some preparation work for that as well, so that should all be good. As of right now, I'm going to convert all of these nuggets into ingots and then into blocks, and I can take them back over to the base so that I can store them and never use them again. That's a lie. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and I will catch you over at the base. See you guys in a second. Bye-bye. Gold. How's it going, guys? We are back. We are currently behind the base place. It's just over there. You can see our cobblestone tower there. These are the backs of the mountains that we've been making. And this is kind of where I need to start, because what I want to do is hopefully, I want to kind of finish building the mountains a little bit. A little bit. I want the bases in. I want all the cobblestone done. Hopefully by the end of the episode, maybe. That's what I'm planning. That's what I'm hoping. I don't know whether it will work, because it kind of depends on render distance. Because I've got to work over at Crock's base, and I think this area is kind of in like loaded chunks when I'm over there, so fingers crossed. But this is what I have to do to make these things. I have to come behind here. I have to clear out all of the trees and stuff. Well, I don't have to. I could just let it burn, but it seems a bit of a waste when there's all these resources here, and like I'm always going to need wood and things like that, so it kind of makes sense just to clear it out manually, although it is a bit of a pain in the backside, but hey ho, That's life. I'm going to carry on doing this for a little bit, and then I'm going to set up the generators, and I'll bring you back in when I've done that, I guess. Catch you guys in a second. Bye-bye. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. The area has been cleared out as promised. I don't think it's going to reach that far. If you look, there's an incline there, and these things don't generally like inclines. I'm up here on top of one of the generators. You can see the light emanating from the lava that's already been dispensed down there. I have another one set up just down here. So what we're going to have is we're going to have a little peak coming up here, and then another peak coming up right underneath my feet. This one is obviously higher. This one is in front of this peak, so what we're starting to do is we're starting to curve it round. I'm going to try and follow the line of that island, sort of, so it does mean we're going to cover up some of the sea. I might terraform it, I might not. I should do, really, shouldn't I? Damn, that's a lot of work. But so is the rest of this, and it's been fun so far. I do believe that all I need to do now is... Oh, hang on, let me just check that. Yep, that's got double in. Flick that. Water has been dispensed, and lava has been brought back in. Just need to go and do the same for down here. 64 in there, that's good. I think that's all that's going to need. Water is in, lava is out. Flick the lever. Flip reverse it. Lovely. So that is those two generators going. I will need to build a few more, but I don't want to do them all at the same time because lag. Right, I'm going to pop down here and I'm going to gather up some resources, because then we are going to go over to Crock's area and we're going to start his landscaping project over there. So I will catch you guys in a second. Bye-bye. Right then, boys and girls, we're back. We're over here at Crock's base, looking at his lovely mansion and farmland, and take a look at that amount of wheat. Jeez, man. That must have hurt to plant, but that is amazing. I love that. Yeah, here we are. This is the town centre that we were working on last time. Was it last? Oh, it was a few episodes ago now. I'm all of a tangle with my episodes. Don't know where I am. But this is the area that we're going to be working in today. I've kind of taken out all of the grass, well, a lot of the grass, so that I've got more of a view of what's going on. Started to alter a few little things here and there, nothing too drastic. Still got some work to do. It was just to give myself a little clearer view of what I've got to work with. First thing that I want to do is I want to create a little series of ponds, and I'm going to be using that pond up there, which is naturally generated as almost like a feeder, and that's going to cascade down here, and it's going to fill up this hollow that we've got going on here. That's going to end up being a nice big pond there. Then what we'll do is we'll dig through here, and it will feed into this pond here, which I'm going to dig out a little bit and make it look a bit more pretty. That's going to be the end of that waterway, I think. And then where I've put this cross here of cobble, what I was going to do was I was going to build this up into a little hill, and then I was going to divert some of these paths so that one of them came from kind of over here, snaked in and underground, and came up here. This path here, I was going to lead straight over the top of it to join up with here. What I think I might do instead is move this to more over here. Then what we can do is we can have another little waterfall coming down and dribbling into here, like kind of a natural spring created, which I think is going to look cool. In some of the dead areas around here, we're going to be creating little things like this, just little fenced off farm areas, because we don't want to lose the fact that this is farmland. you know, to kind of come in and do like a big modern garden in here just wouldn't work at all. So we've got to keep it rustic. We've got to make things look, as much as this is all a beautiful build, I kind of want to make things look a little bit broken. Now that we've got the huge wheat field over here, it kind of feels like this should be like the little starting area of the farm where it was first built, when this was just a little shack and Crock was just a poor peasant farmer. This was where he started, and he started off with a few little patches of carrots and potatoes and things like that. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. It should be really good fun. I'm going to crack on with doing those waterways and stuff, and then I'm going to bring you back in when I've made a little bit of progress. So I'll catch you guys in a second. Bye-bye. Right then, so I've done as promised. I have linked up all of these little waterways into this pond here. This pond definitely needs a little bit of work on it, just to kind of make it look a little bit more natural. But I'm pleased with how that's turned out. I don't know whether you can see it from here. Yes, you can. So I've created a little waterfall over here. Chucked in some cobblestone slabs just to kind of break up the water flow a little bit, give it a little bit more depth. And obviously when you're over there, you get that lovely sound of running water. I've got an idea to kind of make that into a feature, I suppose, because obviously still water. Ooh, I'm having real problems with dirt pillars. I don't know whether you'll be able to hear it here. No, that's slightly aggravating. But what I want to do is over here where there is still water, dig down one more. There we go. So now you get that sound of running water even though the water is still. And then it goes away. Brilliant. But occasionally you'll get the sound of running water when the water is still. And I think that's pretty cool. So I'm going to dot that about in places, just so that, you know, it's a nice little thing, I think. Another one in there. Yeah, now my sounds aren't working properly. Brilliant fun. Oh dear. Yeah, still a lot of work to do on these kind of things. Lots of details to be putting in, stuff like that. But I'm just kind of getting the basic groundwork done. All of the infrastructure, if you will, just so I can then go back and detail the place, put in some reeds and stuff, some nice trees in places, things like that. Next thing I've got to do is I've got to really work out where I want to put this thing, and then start building up a little hill for it. And ugh, man, terrible lag for me at the moment. My connection to the server is not good, and I have no idea why, but I can't reset my internet because I've got a video uploading at the moment, so that ain't happening. First things first, I think I'm going to fill this in. And once I've done some stuff, I'll bring you back in. Another little progress update. I'll catch you guys in a second. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Some time has passed. You might not have been able to tell. But yeah, I've sorted the paths out how I want them. So I've added this extra one going off in this direction here, and that is then connected to this one, which comes through and underneath this mound and up along here towards there. Also have this one going over the top here towards his mine and the back of the barn. Tempted to put one coming through here, but also not tempted because this is where I want some farmland to go. Hey, Squiddy, get in the boat. Get in the boat. All right, don't get in the boat. What else have I been doing? Basically just waiting for grass to grow, which is great fun. I've also done a little bit of terraforming over here. You'll also be able to see these leaf blocks in the floor here. That is for a little experiment, which I would like to try. I have to get down from here very slowly because my connection is still terrible and I still can't reset my internet because I'm still uploading a video. There we go. Lovely. Now, what is underneath these leaf blocks is jack-o'-lantern right down at the bottom, and then a water source block. And what I'm hoping is that that is going to make sure that all of this farmland here stays nice and hydrated. Because what I want to do is create like a little mini wheat farm up here, almost like a paddy field. So we're going to have it going up in steps, which I think is going to look pretty cool, and doesn't look like it's doing it, does it? But that one is. That's strange. Very strange. No, that's just not having it, is it? That's upsetting. So I might have to move the water source block up one and lose the leaf block, which is a bit of a shame. Yeah, it's looking that way. Well, what a terrible experiment that was. I assume that this is being hydrated by that water source block as it's on the same level. Right. Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to fill in all of these leaf blocks with water, I guess. Great fun. Right, I'm going to do that. I'm going to finish off creating this little paddy field area, and then I'll bring you back in when that's done. Catch you guys in a second. Bye-bye. Back again with a little progress update, everybody. I have done a little bit more landscaping around here. Just built this up a little bit, just so there's a bit more of a divide. So, you know, you do kind of have to follow the paths around, just funneling people around where I want them to go. Because I like controlling people. Anyway, the wheat is all in. I seem to have missed one there. That's annoying. You're not really going to get the full effect until it's all grown up, but, you know, can't really wait around too long. There is a lot of zombies. Huh. They're all after the villagers. Jeez, that wheat field. Blimey. What else have I been doing? I've been adding in a little bit of lighting here and there. You got some in the waterfall, some following all the way up here into the lake as well. Obviously, we've got the hidden lighting in amongst all the wheat there. I've been doing bits and pieces around. That didn't look good. I'm going to check on that in a second. Bits and pieces around this hill here, just hiding it under bushes. There's a bit more that I need to do down here, obviously, and up there because there's some dark spots. Next job is to put in the little like vegetable patch and stuff that I said we would put in around here. And then I think I've got a plan for this area here. But I'm going to try it out first, so it'll all be built by the time you next see me, or it won't be built at all. One of them. Anyway, guys, I'm going to carry on because I wanna, and I will catch you guys in a bit. Bye-bye. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here on top of the lovely pillar of dirt that I'm using. It's nighttime again. I am just making sure that I've got all of the dark spots. There are a few still there, and obviously some over there where there's some spawns. I have put in this. Looks a lot better from down there, I promise. It's just some rows of carrots and potatoes just that kind of merge into the path here like an old vegetable patch. We've got the runners along the top that you can tie your crops to and things like that, which I thought was quite nice, and it blends in with the line of the path there. You know, like someone is coming out and using it and walking down the rows, picking the vegetables and stuff. I've chucked in some sugarcane here and there just to let it start growing. Nearly all of the wheat has now grown, and I think that looks fantastic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the outside and just add some broken in fences, kind of like we've got over there, but in oak, just so it looks like that area's kind of separated off. What else have I done? I've grown this massive tree as kind of like a focus point coming out there. You can't see it behind there, but I've made like a little bench with a little covering for Mr. and Mrs. Crock to come out of their mansion, and on a beautiful summer's day they can come and sit underneath the shade of the tree and look at their lovely house, which I'm sure they'll enjoy very much. I was going to do this area here as well. I was going to dot some trees in and things like that, but from up here it looks like such a nice place to have a building that I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to mention it to Crock and just say, build something. Build something pretty there, because it deserves it. It's not just me being lazy. I promise. Get out of my wheat. Get out of my wheat, you. And how are you tracking me from all the way over there? It's ridiculous. Leave me alone. Look at that! Oh, that must have taken so long. Oh, Crock, your poor fingers. That's amazing. Yeah, there's a few little bits that I need to tidy up. I need to put in some more bushes and stuff just surrounding these paths. As I said, a couple of little dark spots to light up, and then I'm going to kind of go around with the bone meal and make sure that everything looks pretty. I might even add a few flowers in here and there, which is unlike me. But if you look over there, you've got some reds and some pinks, which I actually think look really nice when they're in kind of builds like this. It adds another little bit of height difference from the grass, which is always nice. So yeah, I'm going to do battle with some hungry zombies and skeletons, and I will probably die because I'm still lagging out, even though I've stopped uploading a video. So I don't know what's going on there. I might need to reset all of my router and stuff like that. Who knows? Anyway, I'm going to do that, and then I will catch you guys when I've finished. See you in a second. Bye-bye. I don't know why we're doing all these clips at night, but we are. This is the last time from on top of a dirt pillar, I promise. Yeah. Fence posts are in around the wheat farm. I believe I've sorted out most of the dark spots. One there. Damn it. I'll fix that on the way through. Yeah, everything's kind of done now. I think I've pretty much covered exactly what, well, hopefully I've covered what Crock wanted me to do. It's certainly different. It's got some more features to it, things that catch your eye. Paths are all kind of sorted out. Not that there was anything wrong with his original paths, but you know what I mean. Yeah. To me, that it does look kind of farmy still, you know, which is good because it fits, which is nice. And I've just met Mr. Crock on his way back from an expedition in the end, and he must be relatively happy with it because look what I've got. A red shulker box, a white shulker box, and a blue shulker box. Yay! I love shulker boxes. Thank you so much, Mr. Crock. That's incredibly generous of you. I do hope you like your garden, your landscaping, everything like that. Thank you for using Sin's Garden and Landscape Emporium. That's very much appreciated. To anybody else on the server who would like something like this done, just go leave your name in the book. It's over in the shopping district. You cannot miss it. But that's it from up here for now. we need to go and check on the progress of our mountains. So I'm going to cut here, and I'll meet you over there, hopefully in daylight. Catch you guys in a second. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, those floating entities are not a good sign. That is the junk that I dropped off before we went to go and work at Crock's place. And yeah, it's still here. And they're not. Ugh. That's obviously just out of render distance. That is such a shame. Well, it's not really a problem. You know, I can leave this running for a little while. I was going to AFK at the gold farm, but I think instead I'll AFK here. And, yeah, make sure these grow up big and strong. So I'm going to be doing that. Sadly, that does mean it is the end of the video. We're not going to get anything more done over here. So if you have enjoyed it, please feel free to leave a like. If you don't want to miss the rest of the series, then hit that subscribe button. And remember to tell your mother about all of the mountainy goodness we haven't been creating today. Catch you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.